Craig, this was just bonkers. We've just shown really a slither of what we could have done. There were so many chances in this match. Thoroughly entertaining.
I mean, we don't talk about Monaco and Ligue 1 as much as we talk about the Premier League and Man City. But if we're going to talk about how shambolic Man City were at the back today, and we have most of the season, then we have to mention that the league leaders in France were equally as shambolic at the back. That being said, some of the attacking play you saw from that Sané goal in particular was epitomised at the Falcao goal, epitomised the quality in the final third. The quality in the final third was excellent. The quality in the defensive third was a disaster.
It was just a brilliant game. Like, from a spectator's point of view, this is what you want.
Yes, from a spectator point of view. If you're a manager for neither one of these teams, you're watching and you just can't watch. You can't see anymore. What's going on defensively? What are we doing? Not only as a group, but individual defending. John Stones, who's supposed to be the next big thing of defending in England, gets pushed off the ball by Falcao, destroyed time and time again with diagonal movement by Falcao, and Stone is always late to the challenge. Otamendi, who hasn't seen a challenge in which he doesn't want to slide tackle somebody and get himself out of position, he's a heart attack. And both of them don't help each other. Stones, not good defending one-on-one. Otamendi, awful with his decisions. And it's no surprise that Monaco is able to expose Manchester City. Offensively, the performance of Sergio Aguero, a guy that was forgotten, and he was forgotten by Pep Guardiola, only available because Gabriel Jesus suffered an injury, and he put together a performance today that was critical for the success of Pep Guardiola and critical for the success of Manchester City.
I enjoyed this game up until Falcao scored. You know, we're always moaning that we want to see attacking football, and we sure saw that. But at the same time, there has to be some defending. And I think sometimes when people like Guardiola get so much praise, everybody says how tactically a genius he is. What is he thinking about? In the first half, Falcao and Mbappe absolutely undressed Otamendi and Stones. So what did he do to counter that? Absolutely nothing. And then they end up losing that fantastic goal from Falcao because, again, one of the centre-backs ends up on his own, one-on-one defending, which they can't do. So, great entertainment, but from a professional point of view, defensively, an absolute shambles.
Did you notice there on that ball, for some reason, even before that ball came in there, John Stones stepped up. Right. Now he gets too tight. He has no need to get this tight to Falcao.
But it's still, how difficult is this finish to pull off?
I tell you, I don't think I've seen anybody chip a goalkeeper from inside the box like that. It was amazing from a player who looked as if he was finished a couple of years ago on loan at Chelsea, on loan at Man United, albeit coming off another bad cruciate injury. But he looked dead in the water. So credit to him. I mean, he's come back amazingly. But if you were selling John Stones and Otamendi as a pair at the moment, how much do you think you get?
My goodness.
How much do you think you get? And the unusual thing for me is that this is unusual for Monaco to be taken apart like that.
Yeah.
But it's not unusual for City to lose these goals. That would be the worry, I think, for the second leg, which I think is going to be amazing.
Well, it's got to be. We talk about Falcao, we've got to talk about Mbappe as well. 18 years of age. Great goal. Just looks like such an exciting prospect.
Well, he's 18 years of age. Physically, he looks as big and strong as anybody else on that field. And he's only going to get bigger and stronger. And technically, he's fantastic. I mean, his goal was outstanding. How calm and how cool. And this is a guy who's inexperienced. So imagine when he gains more experience, he's going to be absolutely sensational.
Man United might have dived in early, got the wrong one in Martial.
Yeah.
You know, and because this guy, I mean, it's all early and it's all, you know, we're looking in the future here, but, you know, he does look potentially he's going to be better than Martial.
The reports were City offered 40 million for this guy.
Yeah, that's what Julian was telling us.
Well, I tell you what, if they turn 40 down, you double that now.
Yep.
Easily.
Well, it doesn't hurt that when he gets on the field and he goes on the left-hand side, he sees he's got Fernandinho as a right back. He's like, wait a minute, I got this. I can take care of this. And it's part of the stubbornness of Pep Guardiola thinking, you know what, I'm going to show you guys how this is done. I'm going to put a guy that doesn't play right back, I'm going to put him out there one-on-one situation, see how that works out. And it doesn't work out because you can't just learn a position that you're not, the movement is not similar. It's completely different. You see the field from different angles. The way you defend, the body position is all wrong from Fernandinho. No surprise that he's getting destroyed down on the flank. But yet, Pep Guardiola decides that that's the best solution. And somehow, this is a coincidence maybe, when he brings Zabaleta on the right, brings Saña to the left, the team got a little bit better defensively. Of course, the bar has been set very, very low.
Now, some people, let's just go back to an incident which will somewhere be lost in this result, is the penalty that wasn't awarded to Kun Aguero. Someone's saying, well, that Aguero could have lifted his foot over the goalkeeper.
No. Listen. There's Sergio Aguero or any player has no reason to get out the way, right? Once a goalkeeper commits himself, it is not your business to try and get out the way. He doesn't alter his movement.
Isn't he already going down?
It's a penalty. No. Like, we shouldn't really have this discussion in an eight-goal thriller with some defensive disasters. Apart from the fact City should have had the penalty, I don't think anybody in their right mind would debate whether it's a penalty or not. I think there are other issues there, like if John Stones and Otamendi don't learn. I've given up on Otamendi. I mean, he's an experienced. I've given up. Well, he's an experienced player. He's played international football for God knows how long. He's played in a few countries. He's played Champions League. He's played every level of football, and he's making so many mistakes. At least John Stones has still got some hope to try and learn the basics, and that is decision making.
You mentioned it, Craig. What a second leg it's going to be in Monaco. This is what the SBI has to say. Doesn't give the Ligue 1 winners much of a chance, or leaders. 16% to advance. City 84%. Is that who you'd have it?
You think about it. If you were a team in this position, who would you rather have? Would you rather have like a Mourinho's Man United? They could be stubborn. Chelsea's Conte. They could be stubborn. I can't see Man City. They don't.
You can't see them parking the bus.
I don't think they have it in the makeup. One, the coach doesn't have it in his makeup. Two, they don't have the personnel to park the bus. And three, defending's been their weak point and their Achilles heel all season. I think there's still a lot of hope for Monaco.
So you're saying Monaco to go through?
I stuck with Monaco. I'm just because I'm stubborn. Yeah, I picked Monaco to go through.
All right, young Guardiola, friends. I think Manchester City goes through, but the reason for Manchester City to be able to get a result in Monaco is because Monaco's going to have to bring numbers forward.
Yep.
They're going to have to commit those numbers. So Manchester City, they just have to hold just for a little bit so that it opens up the space for the counter-attack. Because clearly we have seen that Monaco also cannot defend, not against the quality of Manchester City and what they do in the front three.
Stevie?
Listen, I'm going to go with City, but I think this is a lot tighter. 16% Monaco. Come on, they've scored 3 goals away from home. They can surely score more goals at home. The key is, can they keep them out? So, 2-goal lead, I'm going to go with City just.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.